Hello everybody, this is All Things Cheryl, and I'm here to do a video. I'm here to do a subject. A lot of people may not know who James Damore is, and I really didn't know exactly who James Damore was until I went on. Of course, I was looking to do a video, put together a video, because I hadn't put out one in quite some time, and I needed to do one. And so I was going through what was trending, and I didn't really like what I was seeing, because a lot of other YouTubers, especially a lot of the black YouTubers, were talking about Usher and his contacting a venereal disease from a young lady, and everybody was just like hopping on that and everything. And so I said to myself, I don't really want to do that. I want to see exactly what's going on. So let me check out what's trending. And so I came across, and apparently this popped up on the news yesterday, but a lot of black YouTubers are not really picking this up, and if they are, they're not really mentioning it or anything. But apparently it seems that Google has a whistleblower within Google. His name is James Damore, and apparently he put out this 10-page document talking about diversity within the workplace of Google. Now, when it comes to diversity within Google, I was kind of sort of interested in there, because I was wondering exactly how much diversity that Google had, being that Google is one of, or if not one of the second largest search engine. And so I took some time out to do some research. I glanced over the memo, and it had a lot of stuff that was kind of, in my mind, disturbing. Disturbing in a way that you're wondering, for a tech giant as Google is this really going on? And it seems that as I went on to do my research, it seems that today some of the women did not make it to work because of this memo. In this memo, he goes on and talks about the reason why there are not a lot of women engineer in the front. In the front, I guess, in the front when you're doing engineer or when you're doing coding or anything. Personally, I'm not an engineer, so I really don't know, the ins and out of technology, some things. But when we're talking about really diving into, coding and all the necessary stuff you need in order to understand how the software giants work, he goes on to say that the reason why there are not a lot of engineers in the Google is because of it is like so much pressure. And he goes on and talks about that the women especially cannot deal with a lot of pressure because of, I guess, the dynamics of, because of how we are designed and everything. Then he goes on and he just goes on and he talks a little bit more and more and more and more how when it comes to equal pay, or how Google goes about in selecting the type of people that they have in their companies. It's not equal. And so that's why I'm saying, well, I didn't really know. I don't really know. But apparently this didn't fit too good with Google. So what happened is that they fired him. They actually fired him. And they said that the reason why that they fired him is because of some of the labor practice or some of the rules and regulations in humans, right, that they wrote, when you get hired and everything. And apparently they fired him. And it seems that Mr. Damore had been working for Google for about maybe 3.5 years. And this young man, it seems like he may be in his early, I don't know, maybe early 20s or 30s. I mean, he looks very, very clean cut and everything. So I would say he's in his late 20s and maybe beginning 30s. But they fired him. So apparently by him doing a whistleblowing within Google's diversity, they didn't like, the 10 page. I didn't read, like I said, I didn't read it all, but apparently on this Thursday coming up, I think Google is going to be holding a town hall meeting, or maybe within the company, explaining the reason why that they fired James Damore. And unfortunately, it seems that Google is having some issues and challenges. And it seems that the bigger the software company that you get, the more people come on forward and talking about, not being equal pay or anything like that. I will say this. I use the term a whistleblowing. The reason why I use the term of whistleblowing is because a lot of people are not really using that term of a whistleblower. And when it comes to James Damore, he is a whistleblower within the company. It's because he sees some things. He saw some things that he felt that was not right, but then at the same time, I felt that he might have been, I don't like to use the word racist a little bit, but he might have been racist, because then he went on and talked about some of the good parts and then some of the bad parts. But yet and still, he still, in my mind, was talking about, being a white, privileged man working in a company that favors more men than they do of women. So I just want to come and say, this is all things Cheryl. I wanted to put something together, and I didn't want to do the usual what everybody else is talking about, Usher and his little health issues that he's having, some health challenges that he's having right now. So I wanted to I wanted to do something different. This is all things Cheryl coming at you. Real soon we'll be back again doing a Greenleaf review. But in the meantime, I would say peace and love. Click subscribe and notify. Until the next time, this is all things Cheryl. Take care.